me, but I think you're going to get in love with it.
Hello, welcome back to Annie Asks, where we interview music industry professionals. Today we have the incredibly talented Leah.
Hi.
So, Leah, would you like to give the audience a little intro?
Hi. Yeah. So my name is Leah, and I'm a music artist. I make like indie folk, indie pop music. Just a lot about dreaming and a lot about kind of like I'm very romantic, a massive romantic. So yeah.
Okay, let's jump right into it. So, you have an upcoming single called Origami Flowers. So, let's talk about the inspiration and the story behind the single.
Okay. So this was, I think it was Why Not 2023. I met someone there, it was very nice.
Oh,
And it's kind of like everyone always says that you can't actually see people's faces in the crowd when like you're singing, but I could really see their face. And I'm a journaler. I got home and I was writing in my little journal,
oh.
and like folding the pages over, and it just kind of made me think about like origami and like drawing and all that sort of thing. Even though I really can't make origami flowers like at all, but yeah, it's a really nice little.
That's so cute. That's such a cute background story. So we've had a listen to your previous singles like Sip Away, Undergrown, and your music creates a sense of nostalgia for everyone. It's got this dreamy feeling. So when you're songwriting and you're doing your creative process, how do you explore and evoke those emotions?
I think I think like with with writing music, as like a creative, I think the more that you write, the more you kind of get told to like overthink trying to write a hit. And I think that if you take it back to like how you feel, I think you're always going to come out with something that's real and something that's more emotional. So I think that something that's really beautiful about life is the fact that every single person has a beautiful different experience, but at the same time, it's like we all have such common things and common feelings and emotions. So I think if you can tap into like these little time capsules of your life and be honest about it instead of overthinking writing the next hit, I think that you can create something really beautiful. And personally, I like to focus around things that are dreamy and think like actual life experiences that, you know, can happen to quite a lot of people. So I think that's kind of where that comes from and why it creates what it does.
That's beautiful, yeah. Okay, so I know you mentioned it previously. Let's go back to summer. Summer of 2023, you were at Why Not and you were at Truck Festival. Tell us all about your experience. How was
Yeah,
it?
I had an amazing time this summer. So obviously, hello, talking to the little geese. I don't know if anyone can hear that, but um, but yes, Truck Festival was the first one we did. It was so amazing. I played on the This Feeling stage, biggest crowd of my life. It was like it's a 1.5K capacity. I think it was probably about 1,000 people. Oh,
Oh,
so good. And then Why Not? We're on the Hug and Barrel stage. It was just such an amazing way to like start because I'd only released my first single like 3 months before that. And yeah, I had such a nice time. My band are like the loveliest people ever. So it was just like really wholesome.
that's so nice. What festival would you like to go?
Oh, if I could play any festival, oh, that's so hard. I'd love to go to like some of the American ones. If I could play any festival this year, I absolutely love the lineup of Best Kept Secret. So good. And also End of the Road Festival's got an amazing lineup. I literally saw that earlier today and I was like, oh,
Well, hopefully we'll see you there one day.
that'd be the dream.
Okay, let's go way back. Let's do a little flashback. Take us back to where this musical journey started. How did it all begin?
Ooh, okay. Well, I was always one of those kids that was singing all the time in the house, as my mum can definitely tell you that I didn't shut up. But but it's it's okay. But I mean, like, I was always into it. I used to watch Pink on DVD, and she'd be like spiraling on silks, and I used to go home and I used to try and climb my mum's curtains because I want to be Pink. But I mean, my music doesn't sound anything like that now. um, but yeah, I ended up going to secondary school, and one of my music tutors there introduced me to like the open mic scene when I was like 14 and 15 around my hometown of Burton-on-Trent and Derby. And yeah, I started going there, started doing like pub gigs and cover gigs, and just I'd be out every single weekend. Everyone was doing their GCSEs, and I was just like going out on the weekends
Priorities.
into the pubs, but obviously not drinking. Don't condone that. And I ended up moving to Birmingham and just kept going. I'm studying songwriting and music business and just having the best time.
That's great. So, as an indie artist, what challenges do you think you faced in the music industry so far?
I think being an indie artist, a bit like most things in life, can be a bit soul destroying sometimes, because you see all these like big artists kind of like doing their thing with loads of money and loads of backing, and they're all things that you've like dreamt of doing. But the thing is, if you keep putting the effort in, it does like slowly come to you, and it's just about keeping creative and not getting too upset about not getting like opportunities as soon as you want, because it's not a race, it's a marathon. Your journey is not
I
anything
agree.
to do with that. Yeah, there's some clapping over there. It was not for that. But yeah, it's like it's your own journey. It doesn't matter what time anyone else gets to your little milestones that you set. And I just think, like, just be in love with the process. Don't rush it. Um because I feel like as indie artists, we all get so in over our head about getting to somewhere really massive and not just enjoying the process of like being creative and having a nice time.
Oh, that's sweet. That's some really good advice for anyone watching. So, after the release of Origami Flowers, what's next? What's the dream?
For one, I'm going to keep creating, because that's like, I think it's so life enriching just to be creative. I know I keep saying that, but yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, I think it's so enriching to be creative with your life. But as turns for music, yeah, I've actually got some more songs that I'm planning on putting out in the next
Ooh.
like year after this as well. Um, and I I just love to keep going and enjoying my life, because I think that doing music is gives me such a happy life. It makes me happy. So yeah, I just like to keep going.
That's so sweet. So, how do you want to be remembered in the music industry, and what kind of impact do you want to have on your fans and community?
Okay, so I mean, from an industry standpoint, I want to be remembered as a good songwriter, because yeah, songwriting is definitely my absolute favorite thing to do ever. Um, but for like fans, I'd really like to be able to encourage people to like focus like on their self growth and like getting the most out of life, because I feel like as kids we all grow up as like dreamers, and then at some point down the road it just kind of life just tells you to like squash them, and I don't think that should be the case. I think that you're gonna live a lot happier of a life by just focusing on your self growth and self love, and just maturing with your dreams as well. So that's what I'd like to kind of encourage my fans, and I'd also like to take them along this little journey with me.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much for coming over today. And make sure you guys keep a lookout for Origami Flowers.
Yeah.
Woo! So thank you so much for joining us, Leah.
Thank you. It's been lovely. I'm gonna absolutely devour this croissant.
Yeah. Nom nom nom.